All right. Now we're doing LeetCode number 242, valid anagram. This is coming from this list from LeetCode for the arrays and hashing. We're using this, what is this thing called? This, I guess, flow chart to get this stuff done. And we're on this one right here, arrays and hashing, valid anagram. All right, so let's get to it. So what we're going to do here, we'll start by reading this. So given two strings, S and T, we're going to return true if T is an anagram of S and false if otherwise. An anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase, typically using all the original letters exactly once. All right. So right here, for example, one, we've got anagram and then T, Nagram. And it's true because they're all the same letters. And then this is false because rat and car are two totally different words with different letters. So let's do it. So how we're going to start first is we're going to, let's just start by writing some comments. First thing we're going to do is we're going to look at and see if the strings are different lengths, we're going to return false. All right. So we're going to come down here and we'll say if, and then we'll do len of S. If it doesn't equal len of T, will return false with a capital F. All right, so now that we got that one done, let's do the next part. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a couple objects and put every letter that's in each word inside it, and then if the letter's like doubled up like this A right here, it'll add to that count. So what we're going to do first, make the containers, we'll say count S equals an empty object, and then we'll do the same for count T equals this right here. All right. So now that we've got that done, let's write the little comment for it too. We'll say count containers. Character count containers, triple C. So now we'll do the next part, and we'll what are we going to call this? We'll say do the letter counts, do the character counts for count S. So for that, what we're going to do is a for loop. We'll say for char in S, and then we're going to use this little property right here for Python check if an item exists. We'll just do an if statement, but instead of like if else or anything, we'll just say if the thing in the set. So we'll say if if char is in count S. So if it's already in there, what we're going to do is say count S at char plus equals 1. But if it's not in there yet, we'll say else char in count. No, excuse me. Count S char equals 1. So we'll set it, we'll set the character to 1 right there. And so now we're going to do the same thing for T. So we'll say do the same for T. And then we'll just take this right here and drop it off right here. And then we'll just change all these S's to T's. like this. All right, and that should be good enough. And now we've got both of those things going on. So let's do, we're just going to compare both of the chars now. So compare counts, true if equal, else false. All right. So that's what we'll do. We'll say if count t equals count s, return true, and then we'll do else, return false. And that should take care of business. Let's see. All right, and it did. Look, awesome. Let's do a couple of let's do some prints real quick, just so we can see what the counts look like. So print count. Wait a second. Count s, and then we can also do print count t right here. We could have put it like at the bottom, but it doesn't matter. So we'll say print count t, so we can just see what they look like. Let's run it. All right, and see, here's what the counts are going to look like when we do them. So there's going to be 3 A's, and then N, G, G, R, M, just like that. And it checks it, and it true if they're good, and false if not. So let's submit this one and see how fast it goes. All right, pretty slow. It's behind this big line, and pretty slow on this too, but whatever. We've got another way we can do things. So we've got that. Let's reset the thing right here. And what we're going to use here is we're going to import a module. All right, we're going to use this import module, I guess property we call it. And the module we're going to import is this collections module right here. And then the actual little function or subclass we're going to use is this counters. So let me show you how we're going to do that. First, let's come up here, and above this, we're going to have the comment and say import the collections module and what was it? Counter function, thing like that. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to say import collections, not import, we're going to put from collections, and then we'll say import, and then we'll say counter like that. So now we've got that going on, and then so down here what we're going to do is we're just going to say return, and this is all we got to do, counter, and then we'll do s. Actually, let's do a print. Print counter, remember capital C, counter, and then s. So let's see what this looks like. And it looks just like what we did before. So let's say, and then counter t is going to be pretty much the same thing. So let's come over here and just say counter s. Let's return it first. Return. I'm pretty sure we put the return in front of stuff that's going to be either true or false, like that. Or maybe it has something to do with this bool thing. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out later. So return counter s equals counter t. Let's run it. And it worked. Awesome. And submit it. See how fast this one is. So there we go. There's this. The other one was back here, and this one's in front like that, and much faster too. So in this case, that's the way. And there's, I guess, the hyper cool guys know an even better way, but we'll figure that way out later. So there we go. We've got that going on. We'll do the next one is going to be this two sum one, and let's get back over here. Well, I guess that's it, and we'll see you next time.